WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, our website, www.wvtcradio.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users.
Hey y'all, this is Larry Whitfield. Welcome to Sunday Throwbacks right here on WVTC Detroit. On today's show, it is our hope that you will enjoy great music from past and present, that you will be impacted by a throwback moment. So listen, call a neighbor, call a friend, call somebody. Let them know Sunday Throwbacks is on. Let's go. It's Sunday. Sunday Throwbacks. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Sunday Throwbacks. I'm your host, Larry Whitfield. My co-host, Louis Boyd III, is right next to me. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Listen, I want to apologize to everybody. We had the very bad case of Larry's fault. I sent the wrong link to my guests, and we had to resend the links and get everything together. But listen, we're here. We're ready to go. Listen, I got legends that are on with us, y'all. I am so excited. I have been so anticipating this interview with the legendary Powell brothers. I have Doobie Powell.
Yes, sir.
I have Kevin Powell.
Right.
And I also have Billy Powell.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness. That is icing on the cake right there.
Right, right.
But listen, before we get started, I want to open up with some music. You all call a friend, call a neighbor. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitch TV. And we are on Twitter. We are on WVTCDetroit.com. You can also catch the show. Share, like, let everybody know that Sunday Throwbacks is on, and we got legends on. We're going to open up with some holiday music, y'all. So please, let's tap in and let's get ready to talk to some legends, y'all, out of Hartford, Connecticut.
Yes,
man,
sir.
I am so excited.
Man.
Let's open up with this song from Doobie Powell entitled Silent Night. And when we come back, y'all, we're going to be talking to some legends. They're going to grace the table. We'll be right back.
in heavenly peace. Oh, little baby boy, sweet peaceful joy, our Savior Lord. It was a silent night, baby boy, sweet peaceful joy, our Savior Lord. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight. Glorious stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Oh, Christ the Savior is born. Oh, sweet peaceful joy, our Savior Lord. Little baby boy, sweet peaceful joy, our Savior Lord. What a great day, yeah. Sweet peaceful joy, our Savior Lord. Little baby boy, sweet peaceful I can just imagine everyone standing around in awe of his presence. Christ is born. What a glorious day. I don't know about you, but the birth of Jesus Christ changed my life. So now I say, oh, beautiful, forever our Savior. Oh, beautiful, forever our Savior.
Yes, that was Doobie Powell from the Holiday Project, The Gift.
Man.
And we're in the holiday season, so you can
Yes,
go
sir.
get it. You can go get that now and be in the kitchen
Right.
cooking and doing all that you do as the family come over. Everybody, this is Sunday Throwbacks. I'm your host, Larry Whitfield, Lewis Boyd III.
Yes.
I want to bring on my guests now. They are legends. They are just legends. They are mega producers, songwriters, singers. All of them sing.
Yep.
All of them play.
Mm-hmm.
All of them produce. All of them compose. And I'm just so excited to have them. I want to bring Doobie on first. Doobie, you there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, what's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you loud
How
and
you
clear,
doing?
man. Man, I am great, man. It is so good to see you, man. I haven't
Yes.
seen you since. Actually, I haven't seen you since I think when we was in LA.
Yeah, man. That was probably the last time.
Yeah, we was in LA working on some things, man. But listen, I wanted to bring you on, and I'm gonna bring your brother on, and then I'm gonna bring Billy on because I was just playing him a few weeks ago, man.
Yeah.
Billy got a phenomenal choir, man.
Yes.
But listen, man, I wanted you to take a moment and talk a little bit about your dad. As everybody know, you call your dad your hero, and
Yes, sir.
it's so much he taught y'all. I had the honor and the privilege, and we're gonna bring Kevin on in a second. I had the honor and the privilege when I was in LA with Doobie and Kevin, man. Kevin was on the phone with his dad, and I didn't know it.
Mhm.
And he was talking to his dad, and he said, "Hold on." And he gave me the phone. I said, "Who is this?" He said, "This is my dad." Man, my heart dropped because
Wow.
Hubert Powell, man, oh my goodness. And I'm talking to him, and he's just saying how much he just loved Thomas Whitfield's music
Yes.
and how they used to talk and everything, man. And I'm sitting there like, you remember the movie Malcolm X when Malcolm first met Elijah Muhammad?
Yes.
I was on the phone like that with my head bowed because I was talking to a legend, man.
Right.
I was
Right.
talking to a legend. But anyway, man, talk a little bit about your dad, man, and the things that he shared with you all.
Man, there's so many, as people say, there's so many nuggets that he gave us, all three of us, and not even just my brothers, but there's so many other people that was connected, that gleamed from his greatness.
Yes.
But man, I say my dad is my hero and he's the GOAT, not because it's just something to say, but he really is that to me. Like, everything that I am is because of him.
Yes, sir.
You know, all that I wanted to be like my dad.
Yeah.
From a kid, from a little kid, I want to go on the road like my dad. I want to play like my dad. I want to, that was at an early, as a little kid.
Yeah.
So just sitting under him and just watching his every move. I tell people all the time, the best teacher is influence.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, his influence on me, my dad didn't actually, really, none of us, he didn't actually show us or teach us things, verbatim, like, you do it like this. No, it was just watching.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Watching what he did, just sitting there and being the fly on the wall, not
Right.
saying nothing, not getting in the way, just observing all the greatness that God gave him.
Yes.
And it just trickled down to everybody that was around him. So I mean, he was just he was phenomenal in his originality, which is what I live by. I live by uniqueness and originality. Just that's how I live my musical life.
Yes,
Because
sir.
of him, he showed me that it was okay to be different.
Yes.
You know, in the world we're in now, everybody is trying to do the same thing
Mm-hmm.
musically, and you know, we're all three of us. Really, we're not where I would say we could be or should be. Because we dare to be different, and sometimes that's the hard part of being unique and being different. Is sometimes you got to travel that road alone.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Because everybody don't catch on like they should or like they could. But I've been doing it so long that it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
I'm used to being on this road, but I know if I tried to change this road now, my I would I would be so far away from my destiny
Yeah.
that it wouldn't make any sense to try to change now. So I'm in it, but it's because of what I saw my dad do, and I saw him. He pretty much created a whole genre
Yeah.
that he don't get the credit for.
Yeah. He did.
Gospel jazz was, you know,
He
deemed
did.
something. He Ben Tankard, we thank God for him, but Ben Tankard gets the praise as the person who created that genre. But you know, I'll take it. I'll go on record until I'm not here no more, letting the world know that he got it from my dad.
Right.
I agree.
Ben Ben
Absolutely.
just
Yes.
he was just the first one to get signed, and make it be what it is,
Yes.
what it was at the time. But if you look back at the track record, it was only Ben Tankard and my dad.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then maybe one other group like Allen and Allen came along that was on the same level, but there was nobody else. It was just really them two, But man, my dad, I could talk about him all day long, and I don't want to hold up your show.
Oh no, man.
But
Absolutely, man. I want to bring your brother on, Kevin, and I want to bring Billy on too, man, because you all are a dynasty, man, and it's just so much to talk about regarding your music and your signature. I mean, there is a signature that you all have that you just know, that's Doobie or that's
Yeah.
Kevin on organ or something like that. I watch your church services pretty much as I can on Sunday mornings because Kevin be on there playing and he be, directing the band and stuff like that. Who was this I got on? Is that Billy?
Yeah.
Billy, how you
Hey,
doing, man?
What's going
I'm
on?
all right. How you doing?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm so honored to have you on. I'm so honored to have you on. Now, are you the oldest, or is Doobie the oldest, or which
Did,
tell him, Billy. Tell him.
did Doobie tell you to ask that?
Nope,
No.
I didn't tell him to ask that.
No, not at all.
I'm in the middle. Doobie's actually the oldest. Doobie's
Doobie's
the oldest. But everywhere we go, people think I'm the oldest. They ask if I'm older than Doobie, or they ask me if I'm proud of my younger brother Doobie.
Wow.
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 Yeah.
I thought you was the oldest. That's the thing. I thought he was the oldest.
Hey,
Now,
and
no,
I don't correct them.
I asked because I didn't know. Actually, I've been so hearing Doobie and Kevin that when I first heard about Billy and heard the choir and everything he was with, and I listened to the choir, I said, man, I'm about to put this project on rotation. This project is hitting, man.
Right.
Talk about that choir you got real quick, Billy.
Yeah, appreciate it. That's my group, One Church.
Yeah.
And it's just a combination of singers and musicians from different churches, different denominations, and what have you. And they started out just doing background for me
Yeah.
at events and stuff. And most people, they know me as a drummer and a rapper because I rap on most of the Doobie stuff and.
Right.
And
Really?
play a lot of drums.
I didn't know that.
I told you.
Yeah.
You
So
told
if
me
you're a
that?
church boy,
I didn't even know.
Church
Wow.
Boy
Okay.
is my other artist name. That's where I would be on my brother's projects and things. And then it just turned out I had all these songs that wasn't getting placed, and I said, "Well, it's time to put them out." And we've been rocking together for the past maybe 7 years.
Wow.
And we put the Influence Project out in 2018
Yeah.
with I'm not sure what song you were playing, but I know More Than Anything, our rendition of More Than Anything is the most popular track. That or Got My Ticket featuring my
Yeah.
dad.
That's the one we played
More than anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a dope track, man.
Oh man, to
Yeah.
God be the glory. Appreciate it.
Man, God bless you, man. I appreciate you being on the show. Kevin, he's still wearing his tie. He must have just got out of church.
Praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord.
He said, praise the Lord.
Everybody, for those of you that are just tuning in, we got the Powell brothers on. We got Doobie Powell. We got Billy Powell. We got Kevin Powell. Mega producers, songwriters, composers, just, and they have a signature that you just know. Kevin, what's up, man? You and I have been talking back and forth, man. Actually, we've been Kevin and I have been sharing back and forth ever since
Dad made his transition.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know, just checking in, making sure everybody's fine, checking in on the brothers and checking in on the family. And then I started watching you all Sunday services and everything. And I still watch your services, man. And I'm just enjoying the moment. And then I also talked about possibly coming down there and doing a shed or something with you guys, man. I would
We'd
be
love
so
to have
honored to do that, man. And we
That would be great.
twist up some Thomas Whitfield music, man. 'Cause I know
Come
y'all
on.
can do it.
I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need
I'm
you to take
pushing.
your biggest suitcase.
I'm flipping some Tuesday at my
Yes,
open mic.
sir. Yes, sir. Actually, you played me something you flipped when I was down in LA. You remember we was in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I want to go to some music real quick, man. I want to go to some music. Doobie, this is one of my favorite songs, man, because one thing I know about you all's signature, man, that y'all lock into a vamp. It's almost like a quartet when a quartet group locked into a certain thing, they lock into it like a pit bull.
Man.
The rhythm and the groove that y'all lock into on this song, man, just blows me away. And I didn't tell them what I was playing. I just told them to come on the show.
Right.
So I want to play this song here, man, and I want y'all to kind of talk about this project you did. This song here entitled "The Blood," man. Man, listen, this song, man. See, I'm like a little child with candy right now.
Look here.
Come on, let's put this
This song
on.
is bad.
Everybody, this is Sunday Throwback. We'll be right back, y'all. We got the Pow Brothers breaking the table. We'll be right back.
The blood that Jesus shed for me, way back on Calvary. The blood that gives me strength each day. The blood that washed my sins away. The blood that Jesus shed for me, way back on Calvary. The blood that gives me strength each day. The blood that washed my sins away. It will never ever never ever gonna lose its power. Never ever gonna lose.
I'm so glad to know His blood will never lose.
Lose its power. Never ever gonna lose. Never gonna lose. Lose its power. Never ever gonna lose. Lose its power. Never ever gonna lose. Lose its power. Never ever
my
Nah,
goodness.
no kidding.
I can't breathe. Oh, I can't breathe. It's Sunday Throwbacks, everybody. Listen,
Doobie, y'all sick.
let me
I'm
tell you
sorry.
something. Let me tell you something. If I had a church on first Sunday,
Look here.
the blood, that version of the blood would be played.
Doobie,
I'm sorry, man. Y'all are sick, man.
y'all sick.
Oh my goodness.
Let me say this. Doobie. When I heard your music, you made me retrain my ear
Yeah.
because you were playing in notes. I would hear the note half step higher than what you were playing. And so I had to go back, I had to retrain my ear, I had to retrain my fingers.
Yeah.
It's just like that's the amazing part of your music. When you can make a musician rethink.
Yeah. And they all come from great stock. I mean,
Yes.
Hubert Powell, man, was a great
Yes.
man. And I never realized that him and Tommy communicated as much as they
Yeah.
did until Kevin put me on the phone with his dad. Which
Yeah.
brings me to my next question. On the most recent project that you did, Leander's Role, you do some excerpts talking about your dad, Doobie. And one of the things that really caught my attention is that when you all used to go to bed, you said your dad would put headphones on you and you all would listen to various artists, kind of expound on that a little bit. And was it a time when y'all had to go to bed early for that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
8 o'clock, put these headphones on. I mean, how did that work? And any one of y'all can talk about it. I know Doobie talks about it on Leander's Road, but
Well,
I'm
it was
sure all
just
of y'all had headphones on. I mean, yeah.
yeah, it was more so just from us, from infants, as a little kid, like a little baby, up until we were able to kind of fend for ourselves.
Hmm.
All those nights of us going to bed. Your mom put you to bed at night with your bottle or whatever. We had the bottle and we had headphones. You, we was laying in the crib with headphones on, listening to all the great musicians and bands, and that's
Wow.
that's how we went to bed
I,
at night, and that's what I
I,
believe that is what helped cultivate our sound collectively and individually.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, it was just crazy. I'll put it like this. And first of all, I didn't get a chance to. My phone was glitching, so I don't know if y'all tried to call me on earlier or something. I had to log out and log back in. But I'm glad to be on the show, man. Thank you for having me, big bro Larry and the
Man, thank you, Kevin.
co-host, man. Much love to y'all. But I'll say this and get out the way. I'll put it like this: other people have bedtime stories, and that was our version of a bedtime story.
Wow.
Wow.
My dad didn't read bedtime stories. He put headphones on us and said, "Go to sleep," and just how other kids get it, you know, because as a baby, your mind is so fragile. My father used to put it as, when he would do christenings and stuff, he would tell the people to look at the baby as a brand new computer, and the brain and the heart being the hard drive of that computer. And what you put, on that hard drive, you can make it, you know, vulnerable to scams and spam and viruses and all that stuff, or you can protect it with the right stuff. And
Yeah.
so my pops spent a lot of time just feeding us, the right music, all types of music, and that was his version of, putting installing the right stuff on the hard drive.
Wow.
If you want to look at it that way,
Yeah.
So, we
Absolutely.
thank God for that.
Absolutely. I thank God for it too.
Yes, we all
Uh,
do.
I
Because
would, I
you
would
all are
even,
great examples in the industry, man. Humble, great examples in the
I
industry.
would even add to that and say my dad would say,
Billy?
Oh, he froze.
Yeah, he froze. He froze.
Hello?
You froze for a minute. You up
You
calling
there?
them sticks, Billy?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Oh,
You good?
hey. No, I was saying it was I would add that my dad, he would tell us that he along with the headphone treatment, he would play artists that he was into at the time. And so when Doobie was born, he was heavily into George Duke, which he never left that phase. He was always a George Duke fan.
Yeah.
And that turned out to be Doobie's favorite artist. When I was born, he was into Funkadelic
Oh
and
boy.
and
All of
Ennis
that.
Chambers on drums.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So I ended up sticking with the drums, and then Kevin, when Kevin was born, he was heavily into Chick Corea,
Yeah.
and then all of us developed a phase of my dad's musical career.
hmm
Doobie to me, and some others agree that Doobie is like a representation of my dad's secular jazz career.
hmm
When he was in the band Wood Brass and Steel on all
Yes.
platinum records, and I'm a representation, like even with having my group, of the early '80s when he had the Gospel Truth,
Okay.
and then Kevin has taken over his jazz representation, musical representation, like Dayspring,
hmm
where they were on Bobby Jones and things like that, bringing the instrumental presentation.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
so the headphone treatment works, people.
Even today.
Yeah.
Even today, I did it
Even
with my
today.
kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this might be off the topic, but didn't you tell me a story about Thomas, your brother, your late brother, the legend Thomas Whitfield, that he played with some artists back in the day?
Yeah. Actually, man, Thomas did Watt Stacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Tommy did Watt Stacks. He played for Isaac Hayes. He played for the Funkadelics. You know, they
Yeah, I was about to say
yeah.
you told me about the Funkadelics in L.A.
Who was that?
That's something you were telling me about that
Ahmad Jamal.
Funkadelics in L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahmad Jamal. Now, you really got to go back to understand that.
yeah.
Right.
Ahmad Jamal
Yeah,
is bad.
my Jamal, boy, gee.
Yes, Lord.
Yes,
Bad.
sir. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's
Listen,
amazing.
I want to ask you all a quick question, and then I want to go to a video that you all did for Nord. I want to ask you all, as far as collaboration as brothers, how do you all like sit at the table and discuss in reference to collaborating something together? Because it seemed like, and I know Kevin do play boards, but for the most part, when you see Kevin, you see him on
On the
organ.
organ. Yeah.
You see him on organ, and then you see
You know what? Hey, Larry, you know what Kevin's name is in my phone?
what is it?
His name in my phone is The Organ. With a million exclamation points.
That guy is a beast.
Huge beast, man. That's
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, man. You are. You are. I seen it firsthand in L.A. when y'all was in the studio just flowing. You remember when we was just sitting in the studio flowing, and
Oh, that was glorious.
what was her name? DJ Rogers' daughter. was
Wednesday.
there. Yes, she came in there flowing, and then with some other singers, and we were just in worship formation.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
That
and
was
that was
I
a
awesome.
still
wonderful
got that.
experience.
I still got that footage.
Really?
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh man, well y'all have to send it to me so I can
y'all like to see that.
display it on Sunday Throwbacks
like
and
to
let
see
Y'all
that.
everybody
can't
know, man.
y'all can't talk about that LA trip because I missed that one. I was hurt.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, we'll leave it alone, Billy. I'm sorry.
Nah, y'all good.
We ate. I mean, hey, and guess what? Charles Volley Craig was with us too.
Yeah, man. I was
Volley.
happy.
Yeah.
Man. Volley
Remember? Volley was with us, man.
was the last. That was. I think that was the last time I saw him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Volley was
Hey,
with us,
man,
man.
Volley is so special to me.
Yeah.
I was knowing Volley for a long time, but Volley played on my very first record. My first record.
The song with the blood. The,
No,
Wow.
he played on Fall Down
Fall down. Yes.
yeah, I'm saying it's
with
that record.
with with my late Uncle Ivan, and I was getting ready to say that I got another extension of the family here with me. I'm surprised Kevin ain't talked about him yet, but
Right.
my uncle
I was getting there.
my uncle Ivan Powell, who was also
Hmm.
a legend in our eyes, and
Yeah.
he brought
IPT.
he brought a whole nother level of musicality to
To the,
our
to the organ.
family, and now his son is making his way into that. He's starting out his journey, and I got my little cuz Ivan here. He hanging out with us.
Ivan Powell Jr.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? How y'all doing? Yeah, so we
Ivan, what up, man?
Hey, man.
yeah, so IP was with, he played for Karen and John, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Volley was around all that time. We was,
Yes.
Yeah.
hanging out and playing together. So it was great to be with him last year,
Yeah.
not knowing that would be, some of his final days, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Volley actually was one of the people that convinced me to be an artist,
Wow.
because when he would come to Connecticut, if Karen, when my uncle Ivan was playing with First Lady Sheard, he would stay in Connecticut, and Doobie would let him hear the stuff that we were doing. If I rapped on one of his songs, or Doobie would have me do a rap on somebody else's song that he was producing. And Volley just took the time, and I was just so in awe, because he was like, "Yo, man, you could do this, yo. You sound like Mace, or you sound like so and so. You should do this, man. You should do like a whole record, man. I got tracks." And he was one of the first people to actually push me to step out and do a whole project of my own music.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so honorable, man. We definitely miss Volley Craig down here, man.
Yes.
And you all definitely have a Detroit connection down here. I know Doobie, not too long ago, you did a collaboration with Detroit's own Demetrius Crayon Neighbors.
yeah,
On his most recent project, man, and it's just the man. We love you down here, man. I got
Yes.
musicians on right now. I want to thank everybody that's on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. I mean, we love the Powell family, man. We love the dynasty. I want to go into this video that we're going to show, and when we come back, we're going to have some final thoughts with you guys about where do we go from here in reference to music. And the reason that I'm asking that question is because I notice in Hartford, Connecticut, you all do a lot of shedding. You all do a lot of
Mhm.
musician shedding, and it's not so much because you're gigging, but it's I see more you do it because you love your craft. And y'all say, let's put something together and let's do something because we're passionate about the music.
Right.
And
Right.
that we need to get that back all over the country again.
Man.
Just having the passion, not
Yes.
so much of an intent of we have to gig this place, but you do it just because it's your craft and you're passionate about it. And I notice you all shed a lot in
Doing it for
Hartford,
the love.
Connecticut.
I'm doing it for the love. That's what it is. Doing
Absolutely.
it for the love.
So I want to
First,
touch on that as we do the final thoughts. But let's hit this video that you all did. Uh, it was second. Do we have it? Okay. We're gonna hit this video that y'all did. One of my favorite videos. They do, man. I know they got a house full of Nords, man. And I'm gonna say this: if you all have a Nord that you're not using
Yes.
anymore,
Yeah.
and you just say, you know what, I'm tired of this 88 key,
Right.
and because Nord gave me another one because y'all do a lot of stuff with Nord. Listen, remember
Y'all
Larry.
hit up the other homies for that stuff. I ain't
Remember
got it
Larry
like
was
that.
doing your prayers. So
Remember both of us.
let's
please.
do this Nord video that y'all did, y'all, entitled Peace and Love. One of my favorites, and we'll be right back.
If y'all watching this right now, I want y'all to hold up the peace sign. We're gonna talk about peace and love right now. Let's go. Yeah. Marvin asked the question, what's going on? Yeah. And Curtis Mayfield said that we gotta have peace. Dr. Martin Luther King told us, yeah, time is right, doing it right. And we can't forget Mr. Marley who wanted us to have one love. What about Malcolm X who told us can't be at peace unless you have freedom? And what did Nelson Mandela say? Seems impossible until it's done. And all of these brothers was trying to help us years ago. Ain't it a shame? Ain't it a shame? Y'all, we got to get it together. All over the world, let's sing a song. Let's take 1 minute just to get along. We all got to do it together. Let's love it together, 'cause we all gotta live together. Let's put all the hate aside. Let peace and love and righteousness be. Yeah, come on, everybody say peace and love. We got to get it together. All we need is peace and love. Everybody, all over the world, just clap your hands. We got to do it together. Yeah. All over the world, let's sing a song. Oh, take 1 minute. Take 1 minute just to get along. We all got to do it together. Together, 'cause we all gotta live together. Let's put all the hate aside. Let peace and let's go to the bridge. No one can do it alone. Come on, let's make the world our home. All things are possible with you. We can make it, make this a better place. Everybody say it together. All over the world. Let's get it. Let's sing a song. Let's take 1 minute. Let's take 1 minute just to get along. We all got to do it. Might as well do it together, 'cause we all gotta live together. Let's put all the hate aside. Let peace and love find us and be. Let peace and love, let peace and love find us and be. Just you and me. Let's change the key. People all over the world. People all over the world. Said people all over the world. People all over the world.
People all over the world.
Ooh-wee.
Peace and love,
Man.
man, oh man. Hey, Doobie, if I wasn't on radio, man, and we was somewhere like on the phone or maybe in person, you know, I would probably call you the N-word. You know how black people, when they get excited, they be like, oh, man. Y'all, the Powell brothers, peace and love.
Man.
Listen, man, I want to ask you all a question, man. This, I know y'all sitting up laughing like, man, but I'm serious, man. This music, man, I, as you know, I use it in my intro, you know, and just the connection that you all have to your dad, because how I connected to your dad was when he did the project Pressing On. And he did a lot of renditions of songs, and he had his own music. But one of the ones that really connected with me
Mhm.
was the rendition of Speak to My Heart.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I hear that in so much of what you all do. I was watching a video. Of Bishop Hubert Powell,
Okay.
and he was sitting in a chair, and Doobie was standing next to him. He had on black, and he was talking about how the Lord delivered him from cussing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know, and he gave an example. He said, you know, I wasn't one of them people that said that's a nice car. Like, example, you know,
Wow.
he said I would add the 4-letter word. He would say
Yeah.
that's a nice
Blankety blank car.
car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Yep.
it was just the camaraderie that you all had with your dad, man, and how you all connected to him up until the time of his transition, man. It's just so amazing. And just that bloodline, man, what he put in y'all, man, is just forever. It's timeless. The way you all play your instruments and the way you all just write music, man. I want to ask you again, as brothers, how do you all like? It seemed like Doobie and Kevin does a lot uh, together, and Billy is pretty much on his own. He out there. It seemed like,
Well,
how?
no. Well, let me
Yeah, help me.
interject there. It it's always been us.
Right.
Okay.
But Billy later on in life, he decided to do something that, you know, we wasn't on yet. He decided to have a family, and you know, so me and Kevin was still in our wild career.
Right.
But you know, but no, for seriously though, it's always been us. But I think what helps it be what it always is because of really how we were brought up. We were brought up, you know, it was kind of like it was. I want to say like levels
Hmm.
because you know, as you guys found out, I'm the oldest, but
That's right.
it was in the beginning. It was like me and Pops, and then me and Ivan,
Hmm.
my uncle Ivan, and then who people always thought me and Ivan was brothers,
Hmm.
but and then Billy started playing, and I kind of shifted into the keyboards once Billy kind of got really serious on the drums, and then Kevin got old enough to actually start hanging out.
Wait, Doobie. We have to tell him. We have to tell the truth. Now,
Oh boy.
the the progression was when my father became the pastor, my uncle Ivan, who was the church drummer, became the organist.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And when my uncle Ivan left with John P. Key, Doobie became the church organist and I became the drummer.
Yep.
And then when Doobie started traveling and doing more things, my father told me to get on the organ.
Wow.
And after that devotional service, my father got the mic and announced to the church that I was the church drummer.
Let
So
me
it
ask.
had to go to Kevin. Kevin had to save the day for
This is a
keyboard.
true story.
Wow. Let me ask
Yep.
y'all this.
But what I was saying, Larry,
Go ahead.
because of all those levels, even with what Billy just said, because of all those levels, there was a blueprint that we already had in place
Yes, sir.
from the head, from Pops, that he created, and because we played together so much,
Mm-hmm.
it was it was just second nature. It was just like I don't have to tell them anything.
Mhm.
We just know. When I
Yes.
play, when me and Ivan played with Pops, we just knew what to play because we was with him.
Yes, sir.
And then the same thing happened when it was like me and Ivan and Billy and Kevin. And then when it just was just us three. It was just, it was there. We just had it. It was a part of us. We used to do gigs with just the three of us, and it'll be me, Billy, and Kevin, and it sound like a whole band because we know what we need to hear.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
Wow.
chemistry. It's a chemistry of us, you know, like Doobie, like they said, along with those levels and the patterns that we came up in, the chemistry really came about because we stayed consistent with playing alongside of each other down through the years.
Yes, sir.
We're not your typical musicians who hop from church to church on Sunday. You know what I mean? All of us have only played at one church our entire life. So like, a lot of that camaraderie and, just all of that gelling that we came up with, it had a lot to do with us just like, knowing each other from a standpoint of not only are we brothers, not only are we blood, but we've been playing together for at least the last 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, sir.
and when I started playing in the church, I was always, an extra drummer. But I started, when my uncle Ivan relocated back down south back in the early 2000s. That's when I really took on a role as, playing keys or whatever Doobie didn't feel like playing that Sunday. That's what I played. So if Doobie felt like playing organ, I played keys. If he
Mm-hmm.
felt like playing keys, I played organ.
Yeah.
So like a lot of that had to do with the gel. That has to do with the gel that we have. A lot of people don't understand that it's some things you just can't learn. It happens. I think Doobie touched on it earlier, with the whole music thing.
Yes, sir.
A lot of it had to do with us just sitting and observing. And that's
Yes.
what I was going to say earlier about, sitting and observing. That's how I started really playing the organ. The way I play, I pattern a lot of my organ playing after two people. Those two people, or three people rather, those three people are, my uncle Ivan Powell, rest in peace, my father, and Derek Jackson.
Yes, sir.
you know. But my uncle Ivan is the person I sat by the organ bench and watched every Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Literally every Sunday I sat next to the organ bench and just mimicked him. My father took on pastoring the year I was born. So he didn't, though he taught my uncle Ivan and he's the reason why we all play, he wasn't the one I saw playing all the time.
Yes.
It was my Uncle Ivan, because my father had started pastoring,
Mhm.
took on pastoring the church. You know, now it's the biggest coded church in the area, but that was his assignment. So by the time I'm coming up, I'm watching my Uncle Ivan, not realizing until I get older, well, he was watching my father.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot of what the Lord has given us as a brotherhood came from being consistent. You know
Yes.
what I mean? And playing alongside each other and understanding what each other does, that makes us have a unique sound.
Absolutely. And the
Yes.
Lord has definitely blessed your family, man.
Yes.
He has
Yes.
definitely blessed your family. Listen, I want to do something real quick because we got a couple minutes. You all have some studio software. Yes, I got it right here. I don't even know if y'all looking, man. I don't even know if y'all can see this, my MacBook. Man, y'all have this studio software that's called Peculiar Sounds. I want y'all to quickly
But yeah, that's
let's
due.
promote that, man. Let's let everybody know where they can get it, man. Get them sounds. Where can we get them sounds?
Hey man,
I can't have your keyboard. Then tell me how I can at least get the sounds, man. Let's talk about that.
hey, well, this was something that I've always wanted to do. I just didn't know how to do it, and I knew that eventually God would open up the door for me to be able to bring this to the world. And one of the last things I discussed with my pop, he was like, "Man, you should figure out a way to get your sounds on something so people can have your sounds. People always trying to sound like you." So I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I do want to do that. And then a lot of people always would hit me up asking for my drum sounds or
Mm-hmm.
asking what am I using to get these sounds. And I'm never gonna give away all my secrets, but I knew
Absolutely.
there was a way that I can put it in something where everybody can have a taste. And I ran into a friend of mine, this guy named John Mike. He's like one of those software guru cats.
Mhm.
He has a company called
Yes.
gospelproducers.com, and he's done this before, but we collabed, and he came and gathered all my sounds, and he generated and put it into the VST form, and that's what we got.
Man, that's great. Tell everybody the website real quick where we can get it.
Yeah,
We're winding down.
gospelproducers.com.
Say it again.
Gospel producers.
Gospelproducers.com.
Gospelproducers.com. Musicians
Yep.
here in Detroit, y'all know what it is. Y'all know where to go and get the software, man. Let's support Doobie and his endeavors, man. I
Yes.
want to take this opportunity, man, to humbly thank you, Doobie, Kevin, Billy, man, the entire Powell family, man. We are praying for you all, man. I'd still watch you all on your morning church services as I get ready for church, man.
I see you on there. I'll be seeing you on there, Larry.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I just want to thank you all for coming on. And we definitely got to hook up, man, in the coming year so I can come down there and do something with y'all, man. I want to purpose and do that.
Yeah.
I love
That's
y'all
hey,
so much,
Appreciate
man.
it. Love you,
yes,
man.
sir.
Much love.
Keep us in your prayers. This, y'all know, this is a trying, well, not trying time, but this unusual time. Like
Yes.
my mom would say, and I got to shout out my mom, Pastor Jacqueline Powell, who has taken over as
Yes.
senior pastor and is doing an amazing job. But like my mom would say, we're on uncharted territory right now. You
Yes.
know, this is the first year, first Christmas, first we're going through all those first without dad.
Wow.
And you know, December 28th will make a year of his transition.
Wow.
Wow.
We're gonna do a memorial and we're gonna honor him. And I thank you so much for just taking time to honor Pops. If there's anything I can leave with anybody out there that's watching, my father was a great man that we can all learn something from even now after his death. And he was a man of many accolades and no titles. And
Yes,
it's
sir.
messed up because today you got a whole lot of folk with titles and no accolades.
Wow.
So if there's anything you can catch from the late great Hubert Powell Jr., is be a man of many accolades.
Yes, sir.
Without all the titles and all the church cliche stuff.
That's right.
Amen.
You know,
Man, we thank
I
y'all
love y'all,
so
man.
much, man. Love you. Doobie, Kevin,
Man.
Billy,
Love
man.
you.
We love y'all so much.
Appreciate y'all.
Man, appreciate y'all.
Everybody,
Yes,
thank you
sir.
for tuning in this
Respect.
week, Sunday Throwback. Listen, next week, we got an urban violinist. Her name is Kim Brady. She's going to be with us for December 25th, the holiday. So make sure that you turn in. We love y'all so much. Powell Brothers, thank you again, man. God
Yes.
bless.
Peace.
Sure.
Hey, are you in need of a jingle, a commercial, or have you considered a podcast for your business or ministry? If so, let WVTC Radio Detroit be your choice. And guess what? Location is not a problem. We can pick you up and broadcast you from anywhere. For more information, please go to our website at WVTCDetroit.com or drop us an email at WVTCRadioDetroit@gmail.com. We're waiting to hear from you. Opportunity is knocking at your door. It's WVTC Detroit. And if you're reliable, dependable, a fast learner, and you're ready to work in a fast-paced environment, we have something just for you. Part-time board operator, and we will train. You must have your own transportation and be flexible. Only serious inquiries, please. Send your email to WVTCDetroit@gmail.com. We are waiting to hear from you.
And we will sing the songs of his fame. Forever testify of his grace.
Thank you for tuning in to Sunday Throwbacks with Larry Whitfield on WVTC Detroit. Listen, if you would like to become a partner or a guest on our show, please send us an email at lwhitfieldmusic@yahoo.com. That's lwhitfieldmusic@yahoo.com or call 313-879-9752. That number again is 313-879-9752. We encourage you that God is always in the place, but what you have to do is get him in your space. When you do, your life will never be the same. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week.
The views and opinions expressed on the previous broadcast are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of WVTC Radio Detroit, its advertisers, or affiliates.
You're listening to WVTC Gospel Radio Detroit, and we're flowing in the Spirit.